you like, when did you start thinking about a 5-year plan? Was that back in Shanghai, or did you do that since you graduated from FIT?
Back in Shanghai. So I did my first 5-year plan was like what kind of job I wanted after my first degree. And then I made a shorter one for after my first job. And now I have the latest one is what I wanted to try for the upcoming 5 years.
So do you feel like you've stuck to the plan pretty much, or has it changed at all?
I had to twist it a little bit, but most of the time I will stick to my plan, which helped me a lot because I know what kind of skills I need to build, or how I can get there maybe even faster. And it's like have a timeline or have a plan is a good thing. I feel like for me it works a lot.
Where did you get the original idea to come up with the 5-year plan? And what have been some of the influences in your life that helped you think that way?
I think I might get like inspired by looking at some of the celebrities I really like, those like cool people. So I will like Google them like other fans to see like so how they made to what they are and now. And then I see like wow, they did a lot when they were young. Maybe that's why they are able to be so successful at such a young age. And then I kind of translate that into how I can fulfill my dream, like starting now. I think that helped me to, okay, I need to have a plan maybe 3 to 5 years. If 3 years is too far away, I can start trying like what's my plan for next month. Later on, what are my plans for next year? So yeah.
I love that.
To me like this.
I love that you just thought of that and just did that on your own. That's incredible.
And also when I moved here, having a plan is super necessary and important for like me, like as international students, because we have so many important deadlines we need to meet to like get our visa, get our or like required documents. If we miss those deadlines, we can end up like going home. So plan is important, very important.
You can end up on the next plane back. Those are fantastic skills though in business, to have those kind of planning skills. And I'm thinking I might have to hire you to do a workshop for some of these young women, because these are really good ways to think about your life and plan yourself. And you can't always, sometimes the plan, they have this saying that you plan, God laughs, Sometimes the plan doesn't always go that way, but it's a good thing to at least have a guideline.
Yeah.
Like a map. So sometimes you need to take a detour, but you have the map leading to the North Star.
Yep.
So that's pretty awesome. And you're going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the U.S. Watch out, people. Watch out for Holly. Okay, so when you talk about being a global citizen, what does that mean to you?
For me, being able to be a global citizen means like I can understand different cultures, people with different backgrounds, and not just try not to be biased and glued to my own idea. And I wanted to make a bridge between people who from like all around the world. That's my understanding of being a global citizen.
Yeah, not easy to do. I mean, definitely have an empathy for that. It's difficult, especially when you spend all your life in one spot. So from where you sit, and where you sit today, and thinking about being a global citizen, what do you think the things are that women need to be successful as they launch from college to life?
I think don't try to find excuses and stop yourself from trying, and be curious and be open-minded, especially for the people who have different opinions from you. Just like try to listen and understand where they're from, and then maybe like two people with different opinions can reach to the middle part and really understand what's going on and why we all have different opinions.
Do you think it's different in China versus the U.S.?
I'd say they can be the same. It's like we are just like both of the people from these two countries, we are so familiar with our own culture, and sometimes we can just ignore the small things. We just like get so used to it. So I think it's important and very similar to everyone.
Do you think that being in school, at a school like FIT, helped you to be more open-minded?
Yes, definitely. It's very interesting because when I first arrived, because I finished my second degree at FIT, and I also worked in the industry for 5 years. So I was actually pretty old in my class. So all my classmates, they were like at least 5 or 7 years younger than me. So I was like, wow, yeah. So will I really able to learn that much from the school? I had that question for a short amount of time, but later on, like I told myself, like just follow the flow. We will see where I can go. And my classmates actually, they really like blow my mind. They are so inspiring. And like I couldn't even imagine like when I was at their age what I was thinking. Maybe I was just thinking, okay, where I can go after school for fun.
Yeah, I think the internet has something to do with people becoming old souls at an earlier age, and I don't even know if it's the number. You know, it's kind of it's your experience. It's your experience that just makes a difference, and not the actual like I'm 21 or I'm 22. Even with my son, I go, I can't believe all the stuff he knows already that I never knew until I was like really old. You guys are in a different world, and it's pretty awesome. I love it. Okay. So if you could give young college women or young women right out of school one piece of advice, what would that be?
Can I give two?
Yes, absolutely. Bring it.
So I think the first one is be confident yet humble about your ideas and thoughts. And the second one I'd say is, if possible, go travel and like go to some, it's not necessarily abroad. You can just go to some places that you've never been and meet people, make a lot of friends. And like by doing that, it can like make you be like surrounded with so many different new ideas, and you just gonna love it. I promise.
That's awesome. Did they have a study abroad program at FIT?
Yes. We actually have a lot.
Did you participate in that? I mean, obviously you already did study abroad in China, but did you end up going somewhere else?
No, but like you said, I was already studying abroad.
Yeah,
so I waived that.
You waived that. Yeah, you're pretty much a global citizen. You could have brought people home with you for like spring break, right? To China.
Yeah, go to Shanghai. I will give you a VIP tour.
Exactly. I might have to ask you for that one day. Okay. Well, we have to wrap up, and I just want to thank you again for, spending your time and telling your story. There's so much more we could talk about. I might have to have you come back for part 2, just because I really enjoy, hearing your wisdom for being.
I'd love to. It's
young
really
women.
fun.
Awesome. Awesome. That's a date. So in the meantime, if people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way for our listeners to connect with you?
Please follow me on my Instagram. So
Okay.
my Instagram is, I'm gonna spell it for you guys. HOLLYYAOSH. So it's my English name Holly plus my Chinese last name Yao plus where I'm from, Shanghai, SH.
I was wondering what the SH was. So you just solved the mystery. Thank you so much. All right, cool. Well, Holly, thanks again. You're adorable. Thanks for being with us on the Hero Whispers. And
Thank you so much.
thank you so much. And all of my listeners will be back next week with Miss Adrienne Jadrick. She is a student at the University of Minnesota, and she is forging new roads in the world of politics, having spent some time abroad in Russia. So be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, thank you for being with us on the Hero Whispers. Get out there and slay dragons.